Hey Clashers, as you know, there is challenges right now in the game, as for example, the less is more challenge from Utah. But you can not only 3-star them, you can as well have like the bonus, a bonus achievement, I want to say, which is like a bonus task from Supercell because this is the month of the Clash Fest. So what exactly is this bonus looking like? So overall, for every single challenge, there's one bonus quest. So for example, for the first challenge, the Goblin Maze challenge, there was like the time. Who has the quickest time has the chance of winning an extra prize. The same thing is happening over here. The person who is completing this challenge with the least amount of troops used, troop space, is going to win as well a nice extra prize. And I thought I would just show you always the winners of those challenges because you can actually see the rankings in the game. So for example, if you go to the news tab, then go on the blog post, and then you can scroll down, you can see the first ranking, and you can see it as well in the bottom, the final ranking. And that's where we can see Rikiris from Tribe Gaming actually was one of the persons with the quickest time in the Goblin Maze. 1 minute and 7 seconds. That's what he had still left on the clock when he completed the challenge, what we are going to take a look at in just a second. But I thought I would give you guys a quick update as well on this current challenge with the less is more. Because on this challenge, as I said, use as least housing space troops-wise as possible. Remember, heroes do not count, spells do not count. And just give you a brief example of how crazy some players really are. Well, Boom right now is really smashing this challenge. So what he has done so far is he has 3-starred this challenge with using 19 housing space. That's right. It's not he kind of like not used 19 housing space out of all of this. No, he only needed the heroes, the spells, and in addition to that, 19 housing space of those troops. Remember though, one healer alone already is 14 housing space. This is insane. This is truly insane. So that has to be impressive. We are going to watch that for sure as soon as this challenge is over. But for now, let's take a look at the Goblin Maze challenge and how Rikiris has beaten the time record. And for that, we are going on his Twitter. If you have not followed Rikiris on Twitter and you have Twitter, well, then you're bad, but you should definitely do that. The same thing happening with Boom, by the way. So you should for sure follow him on Twitter if you, for example, always want to stay up to date, where he shares like his his swag troops. You can see 90. This is what he used: 3 Warbreakers, 1 Loon, 1 Valkyrie, and that's it. Isn't that crazy? That's really crazy. That's really impressive. So I cannot wait for that. But for now, let's take a look at the challenge of Rikiris and what he did exactly. So let's zoom in. Let's double check. Sound is on if there's even sound. And let's take a look at what he exactly did to complete this challenge in such a crazy fashion. So first, invisibility spell, nothing to... Oh, okay. Already stopping, trying it again. So one thing which we have already seen early on is that it's really important in this challenge that you have luck as well. Because you can see as well, for example, the small bomb, sometimes your goblin is hitting first and then the small bomb is knocking him back. Sometimes the knockback of the bomb is first. And as he said in his statement in the tweet, this challenge is quite random when it comes down to pathing and everything. And that's why he restarted the challenge right away. But now let's take a look at the spell placement, because take a look at that haste. He even got the value out of the haste with the goblin reaching to that elixir collector. Now he's dodging that tornado trap with the goblin. That is just incredible. That is incredible. Dodging the tornado trap with that, and now he's making good work of that goblin with the haste. If you're wondering still why he restarted the challenge, well, when you're placing invisibility spells and your goblin is kind of on the way, he is going to retarget and he's going to stop for a small, like for a second, for example. This time still sometimes is random. So for example, in the first attempt, his goblin waited a little bit longer than this 1 second, and that's why he restarted right away. On this challenge, a lot of things are a little bit lucky. It's really unfortunate. The goblin never passes the same way. So you have to try it endless and endless of hours to really make this work. And so far you can really truly see what he's trying to accomplish, especially with the first set of invisibility spells, with the perfect timing he had. He triggered all of the small bombs at the clan castle. Why did he do that? Because now take a look at that. He can actually encounter the clan castle without having to worry about the small bombs. That is That is pretty crazy. That is really, really cracked. And now he's turning the top side invisible to make sure that the sneaky goblin is taking the shorter path to the bottom side first and then to the top side. And this means it's 1 minute, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. And that's the finish line as well. That is impressive. 1 minute and 7 seconds left over. This was the record in the end. 2 players in the world were able to get that. 2 players had this 1 minute and 7 second finish, which is incredible, which is really incredible, really nicely done. And you can see as well, like, really, like, he spent a lot of time rolling through this. He's calling it RNG, like random challenge, and it's a really crazy thing. Okay, it's a really, really crazy thing overall. And I mean, I cannot wait after now seeing that what Boom did with the other challenge. Because as I said earlier, with the screenshot Boom posted, he used only 19 housing space. No clue how he did that. He used 1 bakery. I guess that's for one of the skeletons, which are, there's a lot of skeletons on the outside. Then he used 1 loon, which I guess is combined with the clone spell maybe. But overall, I just have no clue whatsoever. I'm really looking forward to see what he did. We're not going to share that just yet, but I talked already with Boom that I will I'm going to be allowed to share his approach as well on this channel. So as soon as this challenge is over, I'm going to share his way on how he actually taken down this challenge with only investing 19 housing space. Because for now, we obviously do not want to spoil his way already. Because then others would copy and he might not get the win on the extra prize, the extra reward. So I feel like that's safe. But as I said, make sure you follow this channel if you want to see his solution. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next one. Until then, see ya and bye bye.